Ready for a new reality? Discover NEXUS, the knowledge base of tomorrow.
This is NEXUS. Welcome to the future.
All right, take a good look at this. This is the heart of modern logistics. It's a high-stakes world where everything is about speed, efficiency, and precision. You see the massive racks, the forklifts flying down the aisles, but the single most important part of this whole operation, the thing that makes it all work or fail, is the very thing they're driving on, the floor.
So today, we're going to talk about the future of these industrial floors. And it's a story that starts with some seriously impressive engineering and ends with, you guessed it, artificial intelligence. Let's start with the basics, because we really need to understand why the floor is so much more than just a slab of concrete.
In these huge, super dense warehouses, they call them very narrow aisle, or VNA, the floor stops being just a floor. It actually becomes an active part of the machinery. The flatness of that surface directly controls how fast the forklifts can go, how long the equipment lasts, and, most importantly, how safe the people operating them are.
And that brings us to the villain of our story. It's a threat that's almost invisible, but its consequences are massive. We're talking about the uneven floor.
It's simple physics, really. Imagine a tiny little bump on the floor. Down at ground level, no big deal. But when a forklift mast is extended 15 meters into the air, that tiny bump becomes a violent sway at the top. This isn't just about slowing down work. This is about preventing a multi-ton machine from tipping over. It's a huge deal.
And the human cost? It's staggering. Just look at the data from Poland, for instance. The accident rate in warehouses is 5.5 per 100 employees. That's more than double the national average for all jobs. A perfectly flat floor isn't some luxury. It's an absolute necessity for keeping people safe.
So you might be asking, why is it so hard to just make a flat floor? Well, because it's an incredibly complex puzzle. You're trying to follow different international standards that sometimes conflict. You're dealing with the ground underneath, the concrete itself, the skill of the crew that pours it. I mean, the list of things that can go wrong is just enormous.
But where there's a complex problem, engineering finds an answer. And in this case, the answer is a total revolution in precision called the HG Laster system.
Now, this isn't just a grinder. It's more like robotic surgery for floors. First, a laser scans and creates a perfect 3D map of the surface. Then, special software analyzes that map, figures out exactly where the high spots are, and creates a surgical plan. The machine then follows that plan automatically, grinding with sub-millimeter accuracy. And when it's done, it scans again to prove the job is perfect. And this is the key. It's smart. The machine only removes material exactly where it needs to. It's not just scraping the whole surface. This means the job gets done faster, it costs less, and it doesn't damage the structural integrity of the floor. It's all about precision. And from a warehouse manager's point of view, this thing is a dream. It can work in one aisle while the rest of the warehouse keeps running. It drives itself. It's so clean you could use it in a food-grade facility. And it can get right up next to the racks without you having to unload them. It solves so many real-world problems. Okay, so we've got this amazing machine. Problem solved, right? End of story? Well, not quite. Here's where the story takes a turn. A perfect machine, as it turns out, is not enough.
It's a question you could ask about anything, really. Does having the best camera make you a great photographer? Of course not. A tool is only as powerful as the knowledge of the person using it.
And that is the ultimate challenge here. It's not a hardware problem anymore. It's a knowledge problem. The machine can execute a plan with absolute perfection. But for the result to be 100% perfect, the plan itself has to be perfect. And that requires a deep, deep understanding of all those complicated standards and materials we talked about earlier.
And that is where the second, even bigger, revolution comes into play. It's called NEXUS, and it puts all that knowledge right at your fingertips. So if the HG Laster machine is the steady, precise hand of the operation, think of NEXUS as the brilliant, AI-powered brain that's guiding it.
So what is it? NEXUS is a digital knowledge base that uses AI to bring everything together. All those dense, confusing industry rules, decades of know-how from the people who built the machine, and all the hard-earned lessons from contractors in the field. It's all put into one place, ready to give you the right answer instantly. Just look at the difference here. The old way meant spending hours, maybe days, reading technical manuals and hoping you understood them. It meant expensive mistakes. It meant waiting for some expert to call you back. The NEXUS way? You get your answer in under a minute. It analyzes your exact problem and becomes your on-demand expert, 24/7.
And the things it can do are just incredible. You can literally take a photo of a problem with the floor or the machine, show it to NEXUS, and it understands what it's looking at. No more reading confusing instructions, it gives you clear, step-by-step help. NEXUS isn't just a database. It's your personal mentor, your teacher, your instructor, always there for you day or night.
So when you put all of this together, you arrive at the future of industrial flooring. And the best part is, it's not some far-off concept. It's here today.
It all comes down to this simple, beautiful equation. You take the pure precision of the HG Laster machine and you add the infinite, instant knowledge of the NEXUS AI. Together, that is the future.
And this is a true paradigm shift. It's a total game changer. When you fuse that incredible hardware with this intelligent software, you make a perfect floor something that's not just possible but repeatable. It takes the guesswork out of it and makes that expert-level result accessible to everyone. This is more than just about making better floors. It's about making logistics safer, smarter, and way more efficient, building it all on a perfect foundation. It's a future where you get guaranteed results, all powered by the perfect team, machine in mind. Welcome to the future.
All right,
Life's too short for unnecessary troubles. Make it simple. Choose NEXUS.